Hi and welcome to the Centerpoint High School East Lab. My name is Spencer Whitley. In this room, ideas are born and projects are developed that will affect sometimes thousands of people. It is here where high school students use the East model to make their school, their hometowns, their state, and even their world a better place. The following is just a sample of some of the dozens of projects our lab has completed over the past 12 months using the latest technology, some creative imaginations, and a lot of hard work.
One of our local restaurants was in need of new menus, so I designed them.
A local cemetery was having trouble keeping track of unmarked gravesites, so I plotted them.
Our conference team needed a castle built for their booth, so I built it.
Our school throws away tons of paper each year, so I recycle it.
Our local Chamber of Commerce needed a website, so I designed it.
One of our school's agri teachers wanted us to tell the story of our school's meat lab, so I filmed it.
Our transportation director needed a map of our district's bus routes, so I mapped them.
Our local nursing home told us that their residents were lonely, so I visited them.
Our junior high football team had the best season in school history, so I immortalized them.
Several local families were down on their luck and needed Thanksgiving dinner, so I cooked them.
The National Forestry Service needed pictures taken of our local parks, so I took them.
As you can see, Centerpoint East students are creating a better world one project at a time. While some projects require weeks of training, thousands of dollars in equipment, and a dozen or more students, some can be completed in as little as 2 or 3 days and cost next to nothing, and require a team of one. We feel it isn't the amount of time or money or the number of students involved in a project, but the number of people it affects that makes the project a success. And over the past few years, we have definitely had our share of success. One example of that success was starting a coalition of East schools in Southwest Arkansas. During this school year alone, the Southwest Arkansas East Coalition has trained approximately 40 East Lab students on topics such as GPS, GIS, Adobe Photoshop, and server administration. The coalition meets at East Labs throughout Southwest Arkansas so that as many students can attend as possible. For their efforts, our students routinely receive local and statewide recognition. Just this past summer, one of our most celebrated projects, the Bus Route Mapping Project, was featured on KARK Channel 4 News. Listen now as third-year East student Jeremy Mitchell describes this project and his time in East.
I did the bus route mapping project because we were wasting time and money on the buses overlapping. We knew what we needed to do, we just didn't have any money. So we applied for the EICP grant and got $8,000 to get our equipment and map out all of our bus routes. We initially did the bus routes thinking that we would just give it to our transportation director. But then we realized that we could give it to our principal and our bus mechanics. That way, if a bus broke down somewhere on the route, they would know where to go and which route it was, and they could go out there and find the bus and get it fixed. If a kid got on the wrong bus, we could go out and find that bus and get the kid and put him on the right bus. Definitely the neatest thing that happened was the publicity that we received. Channel 4 found out about it, the Sentinel Record, Glenwood Herald, they all found out about it and came up here and interviewed us, and we actually got to be on the news and in the newspaper. Looking back, this was a great experience for me. It gave me a summertime job. It gave the school a really good resource for the bus routes, something that they can go back and improve on year after year.
Jeremy is just one of the dozens of students whose lives have been enhanced by the East experience. While student growth is a key component of the East model, it is also important that our effect is felt by those in the community that we serve.
I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about the Centerpoint East Lab. They took the opportunity to come down to our East Lab at Derrick's and spend a couple days with us doing some training. Also, they invited us up to some training at their facility, and it had been a real help to our East Lab here at Derrick's High School.
We have gone, from a school that had an East program of doing very few projects that were community related and that were service oriented, to one that they're coming up with ways and ideas of benefits and services to all aspects of the community. they are busy throughout all the year. We have got them coming and going and doing, and I've seen these students grow. I've seen them do some things that ordinarily they wouldn't have had a chance to do. It's been a very important portion of their education here at Centerpoint. I think that they gain a lot from being in the East Lab. I've been well pleased with what they've turned out, and hope to see them grow in the future. I think the sky's the limit on what we're going to accomplish as an East School.
Some of the projects that our Centerpoint East Lab students have come up with are outstanding. These projects are connecting our students with our community and showing them the need for volunteerism. One of my favorite projects is that they're going to the nursing home in Glenwood every other Tuesday. They're working with the senior adults there, they're singing with them, visiting with them in their room, even teaching them to play the Wii. The best part, I think, that is coming out of the lab that I see is that students are learning to respect each other. They're learning to respect each other's opinions and work together towards a common goal. Who knows what careers students may choose that were inspired by East?
As East students, we take our jobs very seriously, and we work hard to make sure that each of our projects represents what East is truly about: community service. We believe that we are responsible for making our community and our world a better place. Why do we do it? Because this is my East.
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 This is my East.